It's media day here ahead of Top Tier's Flawless Show, which is taking place on February the 9th. And I am now joined by Laura Payne, who's making your Top Tier debut.
Yeah,
How good is it to be on the show?
Absolutely amazing, yes. Obviously, Johnny, thank you very much for having me on Top Tier. But yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait. 3 weeks to go. Ready for it, yeah.
Have you watched the previous shows?
Yeah, I've seen the shows and I've obviously followed them on social media and things like that. So I've seen the everything they put into the boxers, and that's really good. You know, it's hard to find things like that.
Yeah. And one thing that to notice, I suppose, from the Top Tier shows is that the women's fights feature heavily on the shows.
Yeah, definitely. Johnny's just won the award for, obviously he's always had a female on the show. So yeah, it's a privilege to be on and I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, what can we expect from you February the 9th? Because you're 7-0 now.
Yeah.
So this is your 8th pro fight.
Yeah. So I'm an aggressive boxer. I'm on the front foot a lot. I like a bit of a tear up, but I like to box as well. I think you'll see an explosive performance. Camp's been hard, and as I say, we're still in camp now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it and get a little glove on Judith, chin her, and then move on to the next.
Well, yeah, your last fight was a stoppage win. That was meant to be 8 rounds. This one, if you go the distance, will be your first 8 rounds. But do you think it will not go the distance?
So the most important thing is I'll come out with a solid win, of course. But I do have an explosive style, and I am explosive and powerful. So, when I believe with any girl in front of me, when them 8-ounce gloves start landing, then girls are going to be in pain and they're going to be hurt. So we'll have to see.
And you were such a standout amateur. How have you found adapting to the pros? Because 8 fights in after February, it's in the women's game. That's the time when things start happening, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, the amateur career I've had has put me in very good stead for the pros. But I've always liked a tear up, and I've always been an explosive boxer, which obviously as the amateurs, it's a bit like tap, tap, tap. And, I like a bit of power, a bit of explosiveness. So the transitioning, to be honest, happened very naturally. But yeah, take the amateur experience into that. As I say, I can box as well, and so blend them both together, and we've got a good little thing going.
Do you feel like your style is perfect for the pros?
I think my style is very well suited to the pros, yeah. I think as an amateur, I've done well because I managed to stop a lot of girls as an amateur. But obviously now as a pro, that is what it's all about, and that's what people want to see. So I think, hand on heart, I don't believe there's a female out there with the style that I'm bringing to the table, and I don't think that you've actually been able to see the real Laura Payne yet. I think that we're learning, developing, and there's more to come.
What is the division that you're looking to operate, your sort of ideal division, do you think?
Well, I can box anywhere between sort of 50 to 53, 54 kilos, so anyone around there. But obviously I'm staying in my own lane and take the fights when they come and when the timing's right and when everything's right, but I'm not here to mess around,
Yeah, how quickly do you feel that you want to progress? Because as I said, in the women's game, things move a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So now that you're, having your 8th pro fight, what sort of timescale are you looking at to sort of progress and look at those titles and go forwards?
So I was meant to box for the Commonwealth title, and that was on a Nelson show, but York Hall had a burst water pipe, so that sort of fell through. Obviously I was gutted, but I do believe everything happened for a reason. I managed to get a little bit more experience now. Obviously I've got a job to do, first of all, before I can even think about a title. I've got to do this job in February. After that, then my team will obviously look at titles, hopefully. I believe that I've got the experience now. Between the amateurs and the pros, I've got the experience. So whenever my team sound ready, I'm ready.
Do you have your eyes on anyone in particular in those sort of weights?
Well, obviously, any girl around that weight, I believe that I'm going to come up against. I'm going to come up against some big fights. You've got Maisie Rose Courtney. I'm sure I'll see you at some point, and I can't wait to be honest with you. But yeah, I believe that, as I say, I follow my team's judgment, and I just do everything in the gym that I'm told to do, and then the fights will happen, I'm sure.
Do you know a lot of the other sort of women in the divisions, because it's a small industry, and generally you end up sparring each other or coming across each other in the gyms?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you see people, and at the end of the day, boxing's a business. I respect everybody that gets into the ring, and I don't take anything personally. But at the same point, I've got goals to reach and I've got dreams to achieve. So anyone that's in front of me, see you later.
So a final word for what is going to happen on February 9th.
Laura Payne's going to come out with a comfortable win, showcase my skills, and move on to the next one.
Brilliant. Well, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.